Show of Strength, Chapter 9. I'm going to talk a little bit about maybe dialing in some weak points and figuring out where you could use a little bit of extra work. I've noticed from my time off from lower body training that I could definitely identify some upper body issues of mine, shoulder mobility being one of them. My shoulders have been banged up since I was in high school, and I noticed that my left one definitely isn't as strong or as stable as my right. Been addressing that with some upper back work, some T-spine mobility work in throughout, supersetted with some exercise, and it's been feeling good. The last week, I have a noticeable change in my upper back through just PVC work. Mike Corman kind of gave me a little PVC warm up, like a snatch warm up overhead with a PVC pipe, and it feels awesome. I do it twice a day, morning and night. Trying to get everything aligned up top and firing so that, number one, my posture is better, and number two, once the week starts and the day starts, I will be able to maintain that position. The guys had a good week. You saw Steve hit a 340-pound shoulder saver. He was off for about 2.5 weeks, so he was nervous getting back underneath some heavy weight, but he did really well there. Kyle had his speed day. I had the dips in the beginning. This is going to be what you're seeing here is my second day of the week. It's usually like a push-up oriented week. So we did some chin-ups, some push-ups with the rear feet elevated. And then I go right into ring rows. I'm really enjoying the rings. I got them from TitanFitness.com, TitanFitnessSystems.com. They were about $25. They offer some good products for an affordable price. So do yourself a favor and shoot over there and give them a look. My rack is from Titan also. But yeah, things like this, I do a lot of reps these days. Not really using any barbell weights or anything. A lot of chin-ups, a lot of rows, a lot of dips, a lot of push-ups, some curls, some extensions, things like that. I did get into some overhead pressing with a kettlebell this week. You'll see that coming up. And it felt all right. But addressing those weak points over, this downtime for me will hopefully come to help me out down the road. Here, Sam had a speed day, and then this is one of his accessories for his upper body day, just a standing military press. I love the way he does it, how he cleans it from the hip, puts it right back on the floor. That's awesome. It's an old school way of doing it. Here's Kyle's max effort day, 460 for 3. He's really enjoying the conjugate method, being able to just have specific days oriented to speed and strength. I think that's the one big thing that people enjoy about the conjugate method is that they can sit around and kind of go into a work day with knowing the intent of the day. Am I going to be fast today? Am I going to be strong today? Am I going to be straining till a 10 and my nose is bleeding and my head's spinning, or am I going to be really focusing on form and driving up through tops of the lifts and making sure everything's dialed in? It also gives you a break from the grind of these high rep programs, especially with the core lifts. Not everybody's going to be able to hit a specific number every single day. And that can get frustrating from a progress point. I didn't hit my number on Tuesdays, and I have to make sure I make it up on Thursday or whatever that is. I just don't think that's very productive. I think that's one big thing I love about the conjugate system. We also got Chris Hull. Chris Hull is on this conjugate train also. He had a nice week coming up. His primary goal within the conjugate system, though, is going to be weight loss. He's got to lose a little bit of weight, but he still wants to be able to work those muscle systems, that dynamic effort and that maximum effort. So his accessory work is really going to be conditioning, because that's his primary goal. So we're going to try to maintain our strength the best we can through our weight loss, but at the same time, we're not going to spend 45 minutes on accessory work. We're going to spend that 45 minutes on what our goal is, and that's going to be losing weight. So I'm anxious to see how he does, and it's nice to take a different look at the conjugate system. Yes, it is for strength most of the time, but it can be adapted to whatever you need it to be. The guys worked with a safety squat bar today. That was Steve's first day back. He worked with 275 for 1. There's Chris with 405. His hip was bothering him a little bit. The other guys worked with 405 also and the 455. And then Sammy finished with 500. Now, what you need to notice about a group of guys that train together will start to use the same weights. Some will separate themselves, others won't. That's the beauty of working in a group. You can challenge each other, and you can look at the guy that may be a little bit stronger than you and you can look at him and see what he's doing that you're not. What is this guy doing that I'm not doing? Or what can he do that I can't? If it's glute ham raises for a set of 10, if you can't do a glute ham raise for a set of 10, that means that's where he's beating you in hamstring strength. Something like that, something to identify as easy as that is awesome. Here's Sam with his 500. Sam's really new to knee wraps. I think it's going to benefit him to get an overload. If he wants to use them in a meet or not is really up to him. He's planning on doing a meet in May. So we got some time. But if he chooses to use knee wraps, I think he's going to do really well on them, and I think he could probably squat upwards of 600 pounds. I have that faith in him. Here's Kyle's max effort day, 325 for 3. Gets a little weird on rep number 3, but he did hit this with his floor press, I believe. Maybe it was last week. So we got to work on leg drive with Kyle. Triceps are there, lock the weight out, but maybe we got to work with a little leg drive. I do a lot of chin-ups, push-ups, and these are called I's, Y's, and T's. I got them from Dan John. They're a great upper back accessory. Once again, working that upper back and being able to drive through and put the volume where it belongs. So I hope everybody has a nice week. Stay safe and stay strong, and I'll see you next weekend.